Hey y'all, Lisa Joe, your essential girl. How you doing today? We're going to talk about Hashimoto's. I am reading through a post today and it's very personal. So I thought, yeah, this is a good one to read. Need any advice I can get? Of course. I can't get doctors to listen. Have switched to try to find one that can. My comment on that is be careful about doctor hunting, because you will eventually find one that will answer all your questions with a magic pill. So just be cautious of that. The rest of the story. I have been hospitalized for an ongoing problem. This is a big freaking deal, guys, to be hospitalized for this condition. I will try to be as politically correct as I can here. I was severely backed up and was giving medication after I did a CAT scan that showed I'm still backed up. So, being sent to a GI doctor now, and since this person posted this, there has not been any follow-up. So, don't know what's going on with her yet. I take medication for Hashi daily as directed. Now, I assume that taking medication for Hashi daily is some kind of thyroid medication, because there's really not a medication for Hashimoto's at this point. Levels are in normal range, which is great. Not optimal, but in normal lane. I take supplements as well, which is great. As supplements to encourage movement, I also take a heavy laxative every 2 weeks. I am gluten-free and try to eat healthy. I'm not perfect with it, but for the most part, very healthy eating. I don't understand why it's happening and why my doctor thinks daily and every other week laxatives is healthy, especially if it's not helping. And I'm still up in the hospital. Please, if I'm doing or not doing something, any advice will be help. Apologies for TMI. I have an opinion on this because I personally, again, TMI, I have always had issues with being backed up, shall we say. So I can relate to this a little bit. One of the things that the main thing about Hashimoto's that we may or may not know at this point is that, yes, it affects our thyroid, but the honest truth is that the majority of what's going on is in our gut. And this very much could be tied to your Hashimoto's because our guts are messed up. We have been abused. Most of us, I'm not speaking for everybody, and again, this is my opinion. I am not a doctor. I'm just talking. I'm sharing my experience. Most of us have not had the ideal diet throughout our lives, and our body, after a while, it rebels. And usually it has subtle, different little symptoms, and this is one of them. To let you know that warning, Real Rogers, I do this often, you're doing something wrong and you need to correct it. Figure it out. Now, the doctors are not your solution. You are your solution, okay? There's no easy fix for any of this outside of start tracking what you're eating. Figure out what you're eating and not eating. If you're not eating, if she says she eats a good diet, let me ask you this: are you taking other medications? I know for a fact that people that have been on pain medications, shall we say, especially people that take a lot of pain medications, have this issue. So, are you taking something for pain that could be affecting? Is a lot of the medications that the doctors give us these days, this could be one of these side effects. So check that out. Now, surely, since she's been to the emergency room and stuff, they know if whether or not she's taking some kind of medication, drugs, legal or not legal, can cause this. So surely she's being honest with her doctor. She's not, I would hope that anybody in this situation would, whenever you go to the hospital, you would tell them everything. because everything matters what you're doing. So we're going to assume that this young lady is really living a clean lifestyle, and it's just freakishly weird, at like me, really, that this is how my body works. So with that said, I'm an essential oil girl. I work with doTERRA essential oil, and they have a couple supplements that you can take, and they're very safe because doTERRA is all about the natural and no chemicals added and all this other stuff. And they have a really amazing probiotic. So in this situation, I would strongly recommend, it's not just a probiotic, it's the probiotic, prebiotic, postbiotic. There's like 4 different biotics. And it's a capsule that's designed to go, you eat, half of it breaks up in your stomach, the rest goes down into your intestines and helps break up everything there. So a really good probiotic. If you message me here, I would be happy to send you a link on the probiotic that doTERRA has, because it is phenomenal. Also, we have another supplement that I cannot and will not live without, is TerraZyme. It is it's an enzyme that helps break up the food in your body, and I that has been my magic pill with my gut. So as long as I take TerraZyme throughout the day, when I'm eating, when I'm not eating, it doesn't matter when you take it. You can take, and I have taken as many as 8 a day because of the way that my body doesn't process food like it should. And as long as I'm consistent with that, that helps. Also, there's a really good chance that she has not got enough magnesium in her system. And there's like 3 or 4 different kind of magnesiums, guys. So she needs to talk to her doctor, and hopefully the doctor knows about magnesium. If not, again, message me. I will share which one the doctor has me on. It is not a doTERRA magnesium. It is a different product. But I can share the one, because like I said, there's several different ones. There's one over-the-counter magnesium that's called Calm, and it works. It's a natural. It's not a over-the-counter laxative. However, if you drink a little too much of it, which I do sometimes just to clean things out, it will clean you out, and it is no harm. So Calm is the name of that one, and I would over an over-the-counter laxative, I would choose that, because at least some of the magnesium's getting absorbed. And the reason it works that way is because if you take too much magnesium, your body can't absorb it all, so it just kind of flushes everything out. So that's a secret, maybe too much information, but it works. And it's more, and it's a magnesium, so it's a supplement that your body is craving anyway. So you might want to try that, add that in. But like I said, the other one, that's not the one my doctor recommends. My doctor recommends a different one. And I take that also. But whenever, and especially I notice whenever I travel, if I'm gone for a couple days, it's like always I'm like, oh, this is getting uncomfortable. And I'll always take the magnesium. It's a powder, you put it in your drink, and you drink it, and it really loosens things up. If you drink too much, you be close to the bathroom. But if you just drink a little bit, maybe a teaspoon, that'll help clean things out without causing chaos. So I'm sorry that she's experiencing this, but there's a lot of things here that is because of nutrients that our body is not absorbing correctly. So I would encourage her to try to do some of the natural things, like the doTERRA supplements. That's a natural option. Magnesium is a natural option. I would try to add some of those into it, and just be on the regular with it. And just because your body is not working correctly, because your gut is messed up, you have an autoimmune disease, which 90% of that is in your gut. That's your gut going like, something's wrong, I need help, something's wrong. I think that's all I'm going to talk about on this. This is a problem for a lot of people. But again, if you're going to the doctor, if you're going to the hospital with this, make sure you are telling them everything. Do not hide the fact if you're taking some kind of medication, drug, legal or not legal. Mainly the pain medication type things can really mess up your bowel movements. They can stop you up. That's one of the side effects. Lovely, right? So if you know anybody that suffers with chronic pain that have been on pain medications, they will tell you right up, straight up, that yes, it's a big deal problem. So we got some natural options. You got natural options. Yes, it's definitely part of the Hashimoto's, because Hashimoto's is letting you know that your gut is messed up. So I've got several suggestions. I've got a link below that gives you my doctor's number. You can reach out to him and have a consultation with him. He is an online doctor, which means that you can live in Chicago and he is in Timbuktu, and you can still meet and you can still get your blood work done. It's really super duper easy, and he is phenomenal. Very all about the natural stuff. No prescriptions needed. So we are working on my gut, and I'm having great results with that. So, all right, Missy, I feel you. I hear you, and I'm sorry you're going through all this, but don't worry. We got this. We really do got this. And just as a side note, Doterra has an oil for this also. Now this one is DigestZen, and they have it in several different ways. They have it in a capsule that you can take, and it really calms everything in your gut. I have not found it to ease constipation, but it does cover many other stomach discomforts. Okay, list it, name it, and you got it. They also have a roller ball with DigestZen that you can use, and also an oil, straight up oil, and that really helps. I used one the other day because I was out of town and my stomach was not happy with me, and you just literally roll it on your tummy and rub it in, and it really relieves a lot of the discomfort with your stomach. So text me, message me, type in the comments DigestZen, and I can send you some information on that particular item, or just click on my link below and get more Hashimoto's information. Also, I have essential oil information. So, all right, guys, I think that's all I got tonight. All right, we got this. Don't worry, you'll be fine. The doctor does not have a magic pill for you. We got this, though. You're asking the right questions and search around. The more advice you get, the better, and just do what feels right for you. And this is what I do. I would highly recommend it. And all right, I'll stop rambling. All right, stop rambling. Stop rambling. Okay. All right, love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.